Hello, welcome to Romero Threads on YouTube, where it's all about embroidery. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to stitch out this super nice 3D puff design. I'm going to show you all the materials we use, all the little small details that we got to take care of to get a nice successful stitch out. And as an FYI, this file is available for purchase at romerothreads.com, and I'll link the link down below so you can purchase this super nice design right here. For this project, I'm using the FlexFit 6227. Easily my favorite hat. So FlexFit has a nice feel. It's structured, so it has a buckram here back here. So this is the Coyote Brown. Very nice quality here, so you can see the stitching. Very good stitching. You're gonna hoop it up, whatever method you work with. Of course, I like to use the Gen 2. Okay, it makes this part so much easier. Just kind of snap this right inside. There's a tooth here and a tooth here, which kind of holds down the cutaway. Of course, when you're hooping, you're always holding up the band. All right. And really, after you've done like 1,000 of these, okay, it's pretty much automatic. The good thing about Gen 2, so you could see my hand here on the left as I'm pulling down the lever, is just tightening up my hat here. So let's get a view up here. All right, you could just see how it's holding it down, nice and clean. So look at the way it's gripping this tearaway here. All right. When we're on the machine, a couple settings we want to take care of. We want to go to EMB, parameters, frame. Okay, I have my y-axis at an 82. That allows me to go a little higher on the design. Okay, of course, anytime you're changing parameters, you're always tracing your designs. Okay, I always like to trace 3 times. Make sure everything is nice and lined up. That's really the only change that I've ever done here. Okay, is that Y axis on the caps. Everything else I pretty much just leave as is. Another thing you might want to do, since it's 3D puff, you might want to slow it down a bit. Okay, you know your machine, you know at what speed your machine likes to work at. So for this file, okay, I have 2 colors. The first color is my placement color. That's going to be the stitch that tells me where to place my 3D puff. And then the second color, this is the actual color. Right, let's put it on the machine. This is how you know that you're locked in. Just kind of tap the ends. Good. All right, just a quick, easy check. Let's zoom in a bit. What I want to check right now is to make sure I'm as low as possible. All right, of course, I'm gonna trace it. All right, once my trace looks good, I'm gonna do a silhouette trace. And this is just kind of showing me exactly where it's gonna stitch out from. All right, so it looks like we're good here. So let's put down this placement stitch. So I put it the color white so you could see exactly where the placement's going to be. Here I have the foam that I'll be using. This is the Gunold Dense. This is easily the best of the best. It's created specifically for embroidery, so it's nice and dense, hard, especially for a design like this. It's gonna keep the stitches nice and clean, nice and tight. Now that I have my placement stitch, I'm going to secure my foam the old-fashioned way, simply using masking tape. And once I push start, this design will stitch out all the way through with no stops. The thread I'm using here is called candle thread, and this thread has a unique type of shine that gives it a nice clean finish. My embroidery machine is set specifically for hats. All my needles here are 8012 titanium sharp needles, specifically tuned for 3D puff hats. You can also check out our Amazon shop store to see all the different products that we use here at our shop. Okay, we are off the machine, and this was all done in one stitch. So no cuts, 0 cuts. Okay, all there was the placement and then the full stitch. All right, now comes the best part of 3D puff, and that's removing the puff. When everything comes out nice and clean and smooth, then you know you got a good stitch out. All right, so let's take this off. All right, so it comes out just like butter. All right, easily comes off. And just as an FYI, the size of this foam, if you want to cut out a foam for this project, I would say a safe side would be 3.5 by 4.5. Now it's time for the cleanup. All right, so for these little small ones, all right, you should just pull this out pretty easy. You got that little small one right there. Just kind of be careful, okay? You don't want to mess with none of the threads. And if you have any little small stragglers, I just use the good old-fashioned seam ripper. All right, just kind of lightly push that foam back in. All right, everything's looking nice and clean. Now it's the icing on the cake. All right, now it's time for the heat gun. So let me remove it off the hoop. So just make sure if you're gonna use the heat gun, you kind of clean your area, clean your space. All right, I have it on a low speed right now because heat guns, they have two speeds. They have the normal and then the very high. And if you have a design that's giving you issues, okay, you could always pump it up a bit. If you have a lot of foam sticking out. And what you don't want to do is keep direct contact. Okay, you just want bam, bam. It's like a quick little drive-by. Bam, 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 bam. All right, let's check this out. All right, bam. Check out this detail right here. Of course, we got a very good hoop. So we got that center here, right on the seam. Then the center of the staff is right up here. All right, so let's see. Let me zoom in. All right, let's just take a moment and look at this detail. I know it's very rare on social media where you can actually stop, zoom in, and kind of look at the details of embroidery. All right, everything is always in fast motion. Everything is moving quick, all right? But this is the art side of embroidery right here, all right? The details. And just taking a moment and observing all the details. This file is available for purchase, okay? So check out romerothreads.com. I'll link the link down below, all right? But I am very, very excited about this design right here. All right, so till the next time, see you on the next one. Peace out.